Hello, Elevation Nation. Welcome, and everyone in general. Welcome, 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 welcome to a Mind Elevation Nation with Shavariel. That's me. And may you all be safe, doing great, and living life. So, I got to talk to you about this inflation. Please, everyone, check. Not only continue to check the prices in the grocery stores, gas prices, so on and so forth. Check your utility bills and all of your bills. Cell phone bill, water bill, trash bill, sewage. Check all of your bills, okay? Because this has gotten out of hand, okay? So, and especially if you're renting mortgages, okay, check that. And then also if you're renting from like an apartment complex or a condo and you have monthly rent, check your statements, please. Check your utility statement also. They are going up. The economy, the prices, the government has gone up on everything. So the gas prices may be just a little cheaper, but check your utility bills. Check your rent statement. Check your mortgage. Check everything. Okay, if you got car insurance, check it. Although I believe that's set rate. But check it, okay? Make sure it didn't go up on you a few cents, all right? All right. But seriously, because they, meaning them, those people, they don't care if people suffer economically. Rents today for an apartment or a condo is that of a mortgage. It's $1,500 and up. It used to be for a apartment, even back then, 13, like 5 years ago, 1,300 was like a lot. But there is no more 1,300s unless you get a one bedroom or a studio of some sort. The average price for renting is, I believe, about $1,500. I say 14 the minimum, but it's $1,500 and higher. That is insane. And hourly wages are not $20. In some places they are raising it, but the national like minimum wage is not even $20 a minimum. For these prices, minimum wage needs to be $20 to $25, no exceptions. Food is still high. Even bottled waters have gone up a few dollars. Everything has. So what is happening is, due to inflation, everything is skyrocketing high. And it feels like just putting an arm, like just like attempting to put a person to sleep with a, what do you call that? What do you call that move in wrestling where they try to put you, where they attempt to put you to sleep? Doing this, you know, doing that. But that's what it feels like. And it feels like just chokehold. Thank you. I don't know if that's called a chokehold. Anyway, but it just feels like they're putting that type of pressure, that type of force on people. Now, if you're rich and you wealthy, this may not apply to you. Although I know you care about prices being high for food and stuff like that and whatever else that you're into. But for average people, this is devastating. Let me tell you, I want you to consider this. We work hard for our money. Let's not just continue to give it away freely to these utilities. And what I mean by that is, let's not say, okay, My bill is like $10 higher than what it was last month. Okay, I'm just going to pay it. No, ask questions. Like, why is my bill so high? What's going on? What's the rate now for gas? What's the rate now for electricity? Ask questions. Do not just let these people charge you. Ask questions. Look at the billing statement again. And then if they're just like, well, these are the new prices, okay, well, then you're paying it. But if you can, ask questions and really get to know what's in your statement, your rent statement, your insurance statement, all of that stuff. Although I know for insurance, again, that's a set rate. But then again, you just never know. So just double check everything and really consider, if it's not a necessity, consider what you would like to let go. So streaming, I feel like streaming, that's a luxury. Unless there's YouTube where you're like learning things and you're getting information and knowledge. But the rest of that stuff, streaming just to watch TV, just to sit and watch, is a luxury good and should not be considered, not even in 50% of households. I'm getting rid of mine. The only reason why I turned it off was because me and my child wanted to watch a series that was on there that is exclusively on that streaming platform for 1 month. But after that, I'm getting that stuff taken off because and they went up on that also. So you paying all of this money towards these things and having a bare minimum for your bills. No. And also think about this. You work hard for your money. It took time and effort and your work to get that money, to get that paycheck. Now you got to really be stingy and selfish to say like, hey, power bill, what's going on? Why is this bill like $20 high? Or why is this? Why is that? Just ask questions again and then dissect it. If you're paying rent, really look at your statement to see what they're charging you. If they're just saying, oh, we're going to charge you this just because, okay, it may be time to break that lease. I know there's not many places to go. Trust me, I know. I've done the research. But at this point, they are pushing people. Government is pushing people to literally like go underground or go into the woods, into a cabin and like dip off for like a few months until you are able to get all your debt cleared. And then you get enough money to like put a down payment on a house when the market goes down, or you get a cheap apartment for the time being because it can be sustainable living to have hot water, clean water, heat because it is the winter. Get a cheap apartment and then just do what you can for a few months and hold the fort down until you get your house when the market goes down. But this is crazy, okay? This is insane. And I'm noticing a few companies like utilities or even with like rent apartment, what do you call it? Lease managements want to charge people just to charge people for stuff they have no business doing. Look, y'all, this is really real, and I need you to stay on top of this. Get your finances in order. Make adjustments that you need to make because no amount of like material or place is worth your sanity. You work hard for this money. And to just give it, just because they say you owe this and that. And it's just like, well, what? Well, hold. What about this on my statement, though? I'm not responsible for this. You guys said this was covered by you. And they say, no, we'll charge you what we want. Well, trust is broken. You know, you may want to go and look outside for other options. Like I said, breaking a lease if you're renting is not ideal. But if trust is broken to where you just like, well, how am I able to budget? And you're just going to charge me what you want to charge me on this rent statement. Go and see if you have other options elsewhere. They pushing people to go in the woods. I'm just saying, safely. You safely go, or you safely find a refuge that's off the grid a little bit. You can make your own. You get Wi-Fi or whatever. Find a tower or something, but you go and get your own water and heat. Get some firewood or something. But you do that until this stuff is like a little bit less than what it is. And me, I don't like contracts. I don't like leases. I don't like contracts, none of that stuff, because it would be like these people get to do what they want to do, but then when they do it wrongfully, and you just like, hold on, wait a minute, that's not what you said you were going to charge me though. And they just like, well, we're going to do what we want to do. What you going to do about it? And it's just like, find an attorney and see what we gonna say at the end of this suit, because that is not what you said in my clause. That's not what you put in my contract. That's not what you put in my lease. That's not what you put in this agreement. And it's crazy. So just think about that inflation. Stop shopping. If you don't need it, don't shop for it. Keep your money. Keep your money. If billionaires are telling you, look, now's not the time to be spending right now. They're billionaires. They know a little something. And I'm not saying billionaires are like gods or anything. No, we have one God, the Lord God. But I'm saying is they may have a little bit more information on the market and the economy than you do, maybe. But you can have that same information if you just research it. So definitely research, be diligent, be wise. Forget social media, flaunting about what you don't have, or going the extra mile to spend something to get something that you don't need. Forget all of that. It is time to come out of survival mode into thrival mode. Thriving mode. I knew when I said it didn't make sense. Time to come out of surviving to thriving. Okay, you don't, just please take it seriously, okay? Because from what I researched, it said this is just the beginning. This is just the surface. It's going to get worse. And to get better, it does have to get worse. But this is terrible right now. So just watch your money, watch your pockets, and also watch your mental health, okay? Just be mindful of everything, all right? Mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. Be aware and stay prayed up, please, to the Lord, okay? So y'all have a good evening. We'll talk again.